All right, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you are here. We're going to give you a very quick update on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. We've had some major move in the market today. Pretty quick dumps. Lots of market maker maneuvers. You need to be ready for them. So I'm here to kind of help you get ready for them. We prepared very well yesterday. Called for downside and gave you some levels to be watching out for, and we nailed it. Litecoin came right down to the $88 level and has bounced, but that doesn't mean we don't possibly have more downside. I want to talk to you about that scenario. And Bitcoin came down to my first target here of 11,200. I'm looking at a second target at 10,800 in that ballpark. So with that being talked about, let's jump into the TA. Want to definitely look at Ethereum as well, but before I do that, let me just let you know I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't intended to be a financial advice. I am a crypto trader and a forex trader, and I'm here to share with you how I trade, so you might become a better trader and avoid the pitfalls that I've made through the years. Also want to share with you a way that the market kind of messed me up today, and I told you how I mitigated that and walked through that. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump into the charts. All right, we're looking at Bitcoin right now. My overall count is we have to remember that we have come up to a major fib level here of the 1276. We have not surpassed the 1618. Okay, that means we have a potential downside. If you're not sure about what I mean by that, look at yesterday's video. I went into very great detail as to the potential counts that we have for Bitcoin. I'm going to refer you to that video so I don't have to recount that now. So we have a strong potential to the downside for Bitcoin from here. We passed the 276. We have gone through it, wicked through it on higher time frames, and now we have just rejected off of that. What are we expecting? Well, I'm expecting a three-wave move to the downside. We've gotten the first leg and the second leg. If you'll look at them closely, you'll notice that they are both three-wave moves. Okay, they are both three waves. If we measure this wave, what do we see? Let's see what the measurement is. So the measurement came right to the 1276. That is a corrective structure, and we came well past the beginning of this. This is indicating that we are heading down. Most likely, there is strong potential for downside. This would be an A, a B, and a C. Looking for five waves to the downside. I'm currently out of my position right now. We could get a little bit of a push up to up for this two wave. It could come up a little higher than this, retest that top, but don't be fooled by it. Don't be fooled by it. We are most likely for me, it's a 90% chance we are heading to the downside. I want you to be aware of that. With that being said, let's just jump in a little closer to the Bitcoin count and see what she's doing right now. She's making a nice little move there. Now, this you'll notice that this could be the first wave, and we're getting the second wave. We're going to get a hit to the low, and then we're going to get one more push to the upside. If that happens, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at somewhere around that structure point right there. $12,000, roughly 11,966 in that ballpark. That could be, if we get a larger ABC, that could be the play. We could go straight down from here. I want you to be aware of that. All right, so I'm looking at downside. What would be an upside confirmation be if Jim Pierce is wrong and we're heading to the upside? Well, an upside move should look something like 12,250. If we make it up there, we're going for a higher upside. So anything larger, anything higher high here would indicate, but we've got to break that plane, okay? But the way the waves are looking, my bet is it's going down. Next support is about 10,800 in that range, in that area. Okay, so that's what I'm eyeballing looking at for today. Let me look at Litecoin with you very quickly. I'm like I said, I actually got into the bottom here at 87, and I did get out here at the fib level. I'll show you why I got out. At the fib level, that doesn't mean it's going down necessarily. This might be a second leg. We might have another leg to the upside. But I got up here at the 1-to-1 extension right between the 1-to-1 and the 1276. We also had structure here that was telling me other traders are going to be taking profit there. So I got out there. I'm looking for re-entry on a second leg to the high. If that presents itself, I will be looking for that. So if we make a lower low here, I'll be looking to make another entry somewhere around $88 to $89, and if the market gives me that, and it looks like it's a reversal. All right, that's how I'm playing this market right now. I'm expecting possibly some more downside. So really, I'm looking at BTC. I don't know how BTC is going to affect the overall count of Litecoin. If you want to see the overall count of Litecoin, just go take a peek at yesterday's video as well, towards the end, about the 27-minute mark, and you'll find. I think it's 27-minute mark is where I start Litecoin, somewhere around there. Now, here's my problem with the overall count here. Let me just draw this trend line here. We have come and tagged that trend line. We've wicked through it. There's a chance that we go up from here, but there's also a chance we do a little bounce and we break this trend line. This wave right here is very impulsive. It means it's got a strong bend to the downside. It's impulsive, not corrective. So that's got me thinking. And the measurements, it's just nothing's measuring properly on it. So it's really hard to get a feel for what this is. Okay. My initial thoughts were we've got an ABC, and this is A, and that's B, and we've come down to the 1276. So if we come down here and we bust that $88 mark and we continue down, this is not an ABC. It is something else. It is more like a 1, 2, and we're in the middle of the 3 wave, and we're heading down. So I want you to be aware of that. So watch out. There, be very careful. I'm looking for more downside. The market makers have really done a nice job of making everything look bullish. We're still potentially bullish, so don't get me wrong here. The telltale signs, if we break this low right here of $83.38, if we break that low, we are heading even lower than that, most likely. So we got to be very careful. This still could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave, and we could be coming down for 3 waves. This does not look 3 wave-ish, but it might be. But it's coming down long enough to be 3 waves. So we want to make sure the market makers aren't fooling us in that realm. Okay, let's look at Ethereum and take a peek at what we need to be watching there. So with Ethereum, same deal. I've got a target down here of $213 ABC. That would put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I love Ethereum. Ethereum's chart's the easiest out of all of them as far as the way the count is forming. This looks very motive like. This is 1, 2, 3. Getting a 4 wave down here to the $213 mark, in that ballpark. That's what I'm looking for, a bottom there for Ethereum, and then maybe another move to the upside for the 5th wave. So Ethereum, if Ethereum's telling the tale, we're still heading up, but market makers are shaking out traders right now. So be careful. I'm looking to enter again. I'm not looking for this to continue. I think this is just a hard wave to determine, and I think it's meant to be that way, and I think it's meant to shake traders out. So that's where I am. That's a very quick market update. Go ahead and like, subscribe, leave some comments for me, show some love in the comments. But make sure you subscribe. We're up to 620 subscribers, and I thank you guys for subscribing. You guys who are supporting me on Patreon, so I can continue to do this and grow the channel, and also grow in my ability to support you guys as traders. If you guys could help me on Patreon, just click my link in the tab, and if you're making money on some of these trades, you might throw a tip as well. You can see that in the description down below. Other than that, you guys have a fantastic day. Be careful out there. Please always trade with stops. Have a nice one.